What's up, y'all? It's Sarah Kate here with Billy Scott Real Estate. We're back on another podcast episode. It's been a little minute. We've had a little bit of a hiatus.
A little bit?
A little bit. Yeah, we've been a little busy, kind of going everywhere, but I want to jump back in and kind of talk more about where we've been with just where the market's been, what's been going on in Billy Scott Real Estate, different trainings we've been going to, and whatnot. But yeah, how are you?
Yeah, it's been a good first half of the year.
Yeah.
But it's been a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
Yeah.
There's a lot of good, a lot of things to be proud of.
Yeah.
Some learning curves.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I learned?
What's that?
Okay. Alsea, Oregon has a mercantile, or what do they call it? Is it just like
the Alsea Mercantile?
Alsea Mercantile. They now have a soft serve machine. And Billy has taken me out to Alsea probably like 2 or 3 times now. And we've been doing different listing appointments and whatever. But it is now a requirement that we get soft serve because it's the best soft serve I've ever had. It's so good.
It was pretty on point, especially yesterday in the mid 90 degree weather.
I have a video of Billy just like... And yeah, I did that motion. It was so funny.
I was hungry.
Yeah, and their chicken strips are good. But anyway, that's what I learned. This first half of the year, that's what I learned. How much I was missing out on soft serve ice cream.
The old bird bag for lunch from the Alsea Merc.
Bird bag?
Yeah, that's what you call it. Bird bag. Grab a bird bag.
Like Knife River lingo or something?
That's a Stanwood and Mikey shout out.
Okay.
When we go hunting out there, it's like, hey, we're ready to go to the Merc and go grab a bird bag. Yep.
That's cute. Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of Mikey, we had a luau.
Yeah.
We had your annual luau. Just had that.
Yep.
It was pouring rain. First time ever.
It was nasty.
It was awesome. I actually loved it. Like Steve and I were talking about it. It was actually really fun.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
It was, we had 60 plus people show up throughout the day. And,
yeah. Usually have a lot more, but.
Yeah, different, bands and performers play. And we still had the big bounce house water slide.
Kids are still going down and shivering.
Shivering cold, soaking down rain, but still making the best of it. It's just, it's one of those things in life where we just go, life is what we make it. And we could be dealt a tough hand in life or whatever. Yeah. But it's up to you what you do with it. Yeah. And what you make of it. And either way, we invested the money to have the luau. The hog was almost 300 pounds dry weight. Yeah. It was a big hog. That we cooked in the ground. And the work still goes on. The party's still happening, no matter what the weather is. Yeah. Either way, like life still goes on, and it's kind of that same concept of, tomorrow's a new day. You got to pull your pants up, and you still got to tackle the day. So make the best of it.
No matter what the weather is.
Yeah. So we kept that big old bonfire fed with about 2 quart of firewood.
It was awesome.
Just feed it with the tractor. And
you know how many guys were like, "Oh, here, I'll help you like throw it in," and you were like, "No, I just drive. I pick it up with the tractor and I dump it in." Like that's how big your bonfire is. Like it's like no, we don't use our hands here.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to touch round bales. I just want to poke them with the tractor, put them in the feeder. Just work smarter, not harder. Yeah. Do the same thing with the firewood. Just scoop it out of the pile, feed it in the pit.
It was a good time. Yeah. It was really fun. Like it was fun last year, in the sunshine and everything. But I don't know. I think it was funner in a sense because everybody was like huddled under canopies. Like we all had our chairs and our blankets and we're by the fire. And it just felt like you were like,
Felt like a camping weekend.
Like an Oregon rainy luau, I guess. Like, not like a Hawaii luau, but.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Like, people couldn't show up or,
it's a busy time.
It's, baseball tournaments or funerals and weddings and, just things happen. Just nasty weather where people are like, we're going to stay home.
Well,
I get it.
I didn't want to sit outside in it. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, Steven, don't worry. We'll just go and we don't have to stay the whole time. I'm like, I'll work Billy. We'll leave early. It's fine. And then we got there and it was so fun. I was like, and then we didn't leave till like 10:30, 11. I was like, dude, what are we doing? We got to go. Yeah. No, it was a good time. And then we just went up to Spokane for another training, which not everybody. There's like a few people. Every time I post us going to trainings, they're like, do you even work? And I'm like, hello? Like, this is work.
Yeah.
Like, I get that we have some fun when we go in a sense, but like, Yeah. In order to like have your business be purposeful and move in the direction that it should to achieve your goals, you kind of have to plan. You can't just like go on a whim. So yeah, we do invest a lot of time in training. And we do. I feel like we enjoy training a lot because we love to learn. And sometimes we have to be like, okay, no more. We got to implement first. Like we are trying to walk that line. But what was something that really that you took away from this? They call them sprint trainings, or planning, but they're essentially you make your GPS for the next quarter, which is goals, priorities, and strategies.
Okay.
But what was something you took away, or this is our third one?
Yep.
Our third one we've done. What did you take away from it? And how do you feel like it's different from the first one that we did?
I think we're at a different place in our business. Because the first one was coming out of winter, end of year, prepping for the first quarter, which is always a tough quarter. It's a tough quarter to handle. It's the toughest quarter of the year, generally speaking, based on stats. And it was all of that and some. If we talk about that quarter, we closed 2 deals in the first quarter, and really it was the last week of March, the last week of the 13 weeks.
Yeah.
So just when you look at it like that, it was a tough quarter. And
we didn't hit our goals.
No, we didn't hit our goals. It was a humbling quarter.
Yeah.
It was still good. Like we made a lot of progress, but we had to grind that much harder. We had to put in more work to get the same result or not even enough. But it was really getting nitty gritty with what we do on the day to day and trying to get better and more efficient at that.
Yeah.
I have a tendency of working a lot, but when I analyze my day, was I as efficient as I could have been? Instead of just saying, well, I worked 16 hours. Well, how much of it was effective? Was 12 hours effective and 4 hours was wasted?
Yeah.
Well, then I didn't need to work 16 hours if I was more effective with my time.
Right.
So pointing out some of the flaws in my calendar and scheduling and my day-to-day, like you've got to be disciplined and protect your time because there's a time to work on your business and try to gain new business. And then there's a time to maintain business. So as an example of that is like afternoons are more client maintenance, follow-ups, check-ins, updates, showings, looking at properties, doing video shoots, listing appointments, things like that. Mornings are protect your time. You got to work on the business, and they call it rainmaker time, or just dedicated like lead generation time. Are we creating new business? Are we getting one step closer to adding people to our database? Are we taking time to make the phone calls proactively and not reactively? So I think coming out of that winter first quarter, I realized things that I was doing well and some things I do naturally, and then some things where it's like, man, I really crapped the bed on that. Like I am not disciplined enough, or I am not dedicated and efficient enough. I could use the excuse that I got ADHD. I go 100 miles an hour. Yeah. But guess what? You still got to find a way to handle it and get focused and get down to business on when you need to do your follow-ups, when you need to do your lead gen, and be disciplined to run a business. So,
and give yourself grace in the process.
Yeah, and do that. So
a little bit of that.
Yeah. So when you say like, what did I learn when you look at that first quarter to
or how do you think you've improved? I guess like from our first to our third now, just in the sense of like, and why I'm asking that is because I feel more confident with our third quarter planning. Like I feel like and maybe it's just because I've been in my role over a year now, so I'm like, okay. Like, I feel like I've got my feet on the ground finally where I'm not like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just following Billy around taking notes. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like I felt much more on top of planning for this quarter. But what I really liked about what they were talking about while we were at this one, they always do some sort of like team building or focus on something. And so they did, they talked about communication. And I really liked the way that they phrased how to have tough conversations. with clients, with your teammates, with your boss, with your spouse, like whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just love the way they articulated it. They broke it down in that sense of like always like framing the narrative of like, hey, I need to have a tough conversation. We're going to give context to this tough conversation. There's going to be clarity within that, right? And I can't remember the other C. There's like 3 C's, but I just loved it because you have to have tough conversations all the time with sellers, with buyers, and, you know, sometimes it's just, I don't know, especially when like you just like making people happy, and then you have to have those tough conversations of like, the market has spoken, we can't sell your house for that right now. Like, that's just what it is. Like, you just sitting on the market with your house isn't, you know. So I just thought that was really great that they gave us more framework for how to have those conversations. Cause I feel like you could, like, I know agents who can have those conversations really well. Yeah. But I almost feel like they have a harder time being a little bit more relational. Yep. Right? It's like, no, this is the process, right? It's like, and I love that. And we kind of fall into being a little bit more relational, where like we got to have a little bit more structure to how we run the business and how we have those conversations. Yeah. So I felt like for you, that was something that you could take away as like, okay, like I can still be professional and relational and have some structure to the conversations and feel confident in it.
Yep. Right. And we had to have one of those yesterday. I mean, it wasn't a conversation I was looking forward to, but it was a conversation that needed to happen. Yeah.
He almost fired me yesterday, just so y'all know.
Just kidding. I report to her. No. For example, like just as one of the examples
Sarah didn't turn the AC on my seat, so I almost fired
her. Don't listen to her.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
But no, like managing, having respect in a business, but also managing professionalism at the same time. Yeah. And making sure that you set the precedence of what you will tolerate in a business from clients, or team members or staff or vendors or whoever. Yeah. We will operate with respect to others. And it's not up for debate. It's something we feel strongly about. Mm-hmm. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and I think when respect is compromised or I feel disrespected, I think it's the fastest way to light my fuse in a sense of like, I feel I pour respect into others even when it's not earned. Yeah. And I expect it in return. Yeah. And I don't think team members should have to be putting up with being disrespected. Yeah. And I think there's a time and a place to stand your ground and just say, hey, we'd love to be able to help you as a client. At the end of this conversation, we can continue to work together and address how we're going to handle tough conversations moving forward in a respectful and professional manner. Yeah. Or if we can't achieve that, it's okay. We know a lot of other agents that we could refer you to that they might tolerate that, but we're not going to. And it's important to kind of set the groundwork for that. It's tough. As tough as it is, like we don't want to lose clients, but we're not going to lower our standard to tolerate BS to do it.
Yeah. And like, you know, we have to learn and acknowledge that there's so many different personality types in that sense. And people who are just more direct, they just might not feel like they're coming across in a disrespectful way. Yep. Right? They just don't see it that way. Yep. And a lot of times you come up against that with entrepreneurs or agents, like in general. Like typically agents can be more of that higher, like in the disc profiles, they're more of a high D personality. Yep. Which makes them so good at their jobs. Like, you know, I hate that sometimes the high D personalities get, you know, crapped on because it's like, it's almost like it's like a negative. It's like, it's not. It's like, I wish I could be more like that sometimes, you know, like I'll get so caught up in my head or, oh, I don't know. I don't want to offend them. And like high Ds are just like, no. Yep. Here we go. You know, it's just like we move. Yeah. You know, and I think that it is a superpower. It really is. Yeah. They're trailblazers. Like I love it. But at the same time, trailblazing can also mean that you run over people. Yep. And you can really hurt people. Yep. And a lot of high Ds that I've known have talked about they have a lot of experiences of offending people. Yep. So it comes at a cost, right? But just like people like me, so I'm more of an SC personality type. I'm very supportive. I people please because I don't want to make people upset. But when push comes to shove, I'm like, no, we're done. But you got to get me there. It's a long limit. It's very far. But then I also have that more like analytical side of me where I'm like, ooh, right and wrong, and right, like I'm more conscious and cautious, I guess. But but people are always like, oh, I wish I was an S. And I love that, but I also know that on my side of things, I can be tentative or like, I'm not sure, or like I'm looking at, like I look too big of picture that then I'm like, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Like, oh, we could do this or that, but that would get us here. How do I, and these are like, that, sure, go. It's like, I don't even spend 2 seconds on it. We're just going. So you need all of it. But when you're dealing with that with clients, I feel like it's harder because the customer is always right. That's what we're taught. Yeah. And what I've learned is that they can be right. Am I putting my hands in front of my mic? Okay. Billy? Or I'm just... Disc. Oh, disc? Okay. What is the disc profile? It's a personality test. It's a dominant influence. Supportive and cautious, I think.
Communicative or whatever.
I think it's cautious.
Is it cautious?
Okay. I think it's cautious.
Yeah. And there's different versions of.
Yeah. Yeah. My husband is a DC. So he is a dominant and a cautious person. Like his eye, like bubbly over here. Bubbly Billy over here. He's a high I and D. Like you are. Like you're that trailblazer, but you're super personable. You're very chatty. Like you'll talk to anybody. Like literally. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, stop. That's so embarrassing, Dad.
I
love it. But yeah, and then my husband's like, no. Like he's very sweet, but like he's just kind of more like Ash, where it's like, no.
Yep.
Just very even keeled and just, it's funny. But anyway, I feel like with clients, like, how can they still be right? Mm-hmm. Right? We affirm how they feel, how they're acting, but there has to be some redirection of like, but we're still running a business. And even though you are the client and the customer, that doesn't mean you get to treat people however you feel is right. Yeah. Right. And that's just the hard thing though. Sometimes like we all do that. Sometimes we'll get frustrated with people and we don't know everything that's going on in their lives. Yep. Right. Or everything that has gone on.
Right.
So it's really hard because you make judgments on people and you don't have all the information. I honestly, I feel like we never do. Yep. Really. No matter how well you know people, you really don't.
Right.
So I think that's also hard for clients because they're like, well, you're here to do a job. And it's like 100%. And we own our crap and we have to do better. And we know that. Yep. But the way we talk to you and the way you talk to us matters.
Yeah.
Some people it doesn't matter, but to us it matters.
Yep.
And we're not going to be disrespectful ever.
Yep.
There's just really no point. But yeah, I think you address those conversations well. I know they're not your favorite.
They're not. Mm.
Billy's just like, gosh, why can't we just not act like this?
Yeah. But on the other hand, it makes us, having those tough conversations and hearing them out, listening to clients' concerns, but also owning where we need to improve.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We know we're not perfect. We know we got more room for improvement. We're continuing to grind. That's why we go to trainings. It's why we continue to want to be a sponge and learn, but also we are all grown adults and we know how to respect others.
Yeah.
And we know how to carry ourselves, and we expect that out of our clients as well. And it's a partnership.
It is.
Like we're on the same team. We're fighting for one another.
Yeah.
For that next step or the sale of the home or to get you in your next property or whatever it may be. Like we're on the same team. Mm-hmm. Like let's learn and grow together and not just be disrespectful along the way. Like it's just not tolerated.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But most of our clients though, like even the ones we have to have tough conversations with, they're pretty receptive. Like, because I think deep down people, they, it's that consciousness. They want to do right by people.
Yep.
And, so sometimes you don't have those tough conversations, but, like Chase always says, our coach, clarity is kind. And you're actually being kind to them by bringing things to awareness.
Yep.
It's just like in any relationship of any kind. It's like you have to be able to have the confidence to bring clarity and talk about things without making it personal.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
In those instances, it's more about the behavior.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah. But really though, we've been talking about this because like I think everybody's kind of feeling it. This like we've been saying the market's shifting, but for some reason, like I really feel like this summer has shifted a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, which is weird because I almost thought it's weird because summer's picked up. Like we were really busy. May, June, like it was like all this stuff was like ramping up.
Yeah.
And it's still busy, but things are sitting longer at the same time.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you want to talk more about that and like what you feel or see?
Yeah. No, I think in summary, like people ask, we've went over how's the market?
Yeah.
Well, that's an open-ended question.
Right. What market are you talking about?
What price range of the market?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the $300,000 to $500,000 market?
Yeah.
That stuff's still very strong, very hot. Stuff's moving if priced appropriately in that range. A lot of first-time home buyers. Houses are more affordable for the majority of buyers.
Yeah.
Now the 500,000 plus, to $1 million, that market's slowed down.
Yeah.
It's slowed down. It's not as hot. I'm not even going to say it's warm.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little colder.
Yeah.
And the $1 million plus market, it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's slow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we talk about the market in general, like on a national level, there's 500,000 more homes available on the market than there are buyers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So think about that for a second.
Yeah, 5,000 more
Let's just split that up amongst 50 states.
Yeah.
That's 10,000 more homes on the market than buyers in Oregon.
Wait, you said 5,000?
500,000.
Oh, 500,000.
So you break that amongst
500,000 more homes on the market than there are buyers.
Nationally. So you figure on just an average, break it up amongst 50 states, 10,000 extra per state.
Yeah.
Just generally speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different metrics to it, but just simplifying the math
average.
To make it more localized of, oh my gosh, that's a lot of homes additionally on the market.
That's crazy.
Than buyers.
Yeah.
And people wonder, why is it? Sellers are asking, why are there less buyers? Why are buyers not committing to this? I think it's a combination of two things. Yes, interest rates, they're starting to become more that, normal 6.5% range. People are starting to be more, accepting to it that's kind of getting closer to the new norm.
Is that what they are right now?
Yep, in that range, like
6 to 7.
6 to 7, depending on a lot of factors, loan types, all of it. But it's been sitting there for quite a while. But then you think, okay, interest rates are a little higher than what people are used to. They're starting to become more normal, but there's still a lot of buyers with everything going on in the world. They're on guard.
Yeah.
They're not wanting to do anything with their money right now. They're kind of like, well, I don't know. Are we headed for a recession? If we are, do I want to buy right now? What if, if a recession hits, there's a lot of good people that lose good jobs.
Right.
Not because they didn't perform.
Or we want to wait till maybe there is a recession because that's when I want to buy.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
And there's sometimes we have lenders that we have them do the cost of waiting analysis.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely eye-opening.
Yeah.
You guys had met Christina Hubbard, who was here on the podcast a few months ago, and she gives the cost of waiting analysis based on average equity per year that you gain in your property. How much are you waiting? What are you holding back for? What kind of tax write-offs are you getting? But then you think of, well, I don't get none of that. I don't build any equity if I wait 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't have any tax write-offs in the meantime if I wait 2 years.
It's true.
How much is it costing you? And then how much did you spend on rent, on money that you'll never get back, and you never got a tax write-off? So there's so many more factors than, well, my rent's $2,000, but if I had a mortgage, it's $2,500. Like, no. There's way more factors to that.
Yeah.
It's not just, well, it costs me more to own a home. It's cheaper to just rent. A lot more factors. But some people you can't discuss because they're closed-minded to that. Okay, move on to those that want more information about it. And, when they talk about there's 70% of the wealth in America is through real estate, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Like, invest in real estate. Nobody that you talk to that invests in real estate said they wish they would have waited to invest.
Yeah.
They wish they would have started earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it start to what you can afford.
Right.
You can always build up to the next properties.
Yep.
Start with something small. That's okay.
Yeah.
But start.
Yeah.
There was another thing you were talking about, just in the market, where the amount of sellers on the market, the uptick in the second quarter, like this spring. Yeah. January through March, first quarter, it was dead. It was a lot of work, and we had closed 2 deals. Well, a lot of times the work that you're closing happened 3 to 6 months prior. So there's a lot of work that goes in before you start getting closings.
Yeah.
Like the average deal, on average, like somebody says, all right, I am approved, I'm ready to go buy a home. The average time it takes to get that person to a closing table is 12 weeks, so 3 months. So you think like, okay, I'm ready, I'm approved. I'm going to start looking at houses. We're going to write some offers here and there, do some showings. We finally get under contract. We do the inspection. We get it to closing. The average is about 12 weeks. And then it kind of cools off after that 12 weeks. If they're just not finding anything they want, they might go stale and they might just hold off.
Yeah.
So it's kind of strike while the iron's hot. But a lot of times people reach out and say, well, I'm thinking about maybe selling or buying in 6 months or a year. It's like, have the conversation now.
Yeah.
Let's just go over it. Let me give you an analysis of what your home could be worth in today's market. Let me give you a look at what are we looking at for the price range of home that you want, whether it's the price of payment or just how much you're wanting to loan on. Is it $400,000 or what? All right, what's this look like? Here's some of those options available now. Now, if something came available, are you going to be pissed if you said, oh my gosh, that's perfect? Oh, actually, I need to go talk to my lender. I need to get my pre-approval, and it takes 3 to 5 days. And oh, that homeowner already went under contract. Like, oh, you cost me the house.
Yeah.
Who cost the house? You're not ready.
You're not ready.
And instead of being ready, having your pre-approval ready to strike, so you can strike on what you see, you don't miss that great thing that you would have missed. And then sometimes I love it when there's buyers that, well, our rent's coming up and we're going to move and we're thinking about renting or wondering if we could ever buy a home. And then having those conversations with lenders and getting in contact with lenders, and they realize they can afford a house.
Yeah. When Steven and I had that conversation, when we found out how much we qualified for, Steven was like, what? And you just don't think about it. Like, it's just kind of wild. Yeah. Like, especially as you're young and you don't know, you've just been working and, you don't have a ton of cash yet. I mean, most of us when we're young like that. It's pretty phenomenal. I wish more young people would talk to a good lender or financial. Like, I wish we would have done that even sooner than we did. Yeah. Like, I wish we would have done that before we got married.
Right.
Like, honestly. And like really made a plan of like, what's this going to look like? Yep. And get advice from people who know what they're talking about. Instead of just trying to, be 20 and know it all and, fake your way through everything. It's like, no, be a sponge, go learn. It feels scary. Like, I know a lot of people that feel kind of scared about it, like to go have those conversations. Like, I have young friends that are like, oh, I don't know, I'm way out, or I don't even know, like, what do I need to bring, or how do I talk to these people, or who do I talk to? And once you kind of get in there, I'm like, it's really not as scary as it seems.
Yeah, exactly. And they want to help and they want to educate you. And it may be, hey, you're not ready right now. Yeah. But here's what you need to do over the next 3 to 6 months to be more prepared. And then let's reevaluate it. Wonderful. Now you've got a game plan of what steps you need to do. That's great. Yeah. And I wish more would want to do that. So,
I agree.
But no, you talk about the second quarter. So we talked about closing 2 by the end of March.
Yeah.
The second quarter, we closed 18 properties when we closed 2 in the first quarter.
I'm going to grab my water. Hold on.
Yeah.
You keep talking.
So we ended up closing 20 deals year to date.
Yeah.
But all 20 of those are in the last 14 weeks. That means the first 12 weeks of the year was 0. A whole lot of work. Payroll's still being paid. Expenses are still going out. Marketing's still happening. All the money's going out, but you have no checks coming in.
Yeah.
So when we talk about what did I learn in the first couple quarters, having a business development coach and kind of going through a tough winter on our own.
The quarter before determines your next quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because we had so much fallout and we didn't fill the pipeline for the first quarter of this year.
Yep.
Because really, by the time you kind of get into the next quarter, most things aren't going to close. I mean, it has to be at the very beginning. Most stuff, or like cash deals, right? Most stuff, though, isn't going to close in that quarter. It's going to be the next quarter.
Yep.
Especially listings, right? A lot of them take time.
Especially when they're, 90 to 120 day average listings to get sold. Well, that's 3 to 4 months from the time they're on the market.
And then you have the seller's timelines that they have to meet, or maybe they're contingent on buying another place, or their place needs to be fixed up first. I mean, there's a lot of factors in it. Anyway, sorry. That's what stood out to me, because we were talking about our quarters, and I remember you saying like, well, really, our first quarter income comes from our fourth quarter.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's so true. And then it just follows.
Yep.
Like then first quarter that's really your second quarter income.
Yep.
And in that you're always a quarter ahead, really.
Yeah. And I feel like in the fourth quarter, I spent so much attention to fallout and managing deals that were falling apart, financing that was falling apart with clients, double-ended deals that would fall apart, just multiple things. I was in reactive mode most of the winter, and just trying to manage keeping things alive, when in the end a lot of them did not. And it was defeating. Like, I don't know how to say it, where it was a humbling fourth quarter where it's like, oh my gosh. And that led into not having that same energy, not having that same confidence into the first quarter. And then it's like, hold up, pull up your bootstraps. Like, let's go. We got work to do, and there's clients that need you. But it takes putting in that work in the first quarter to get them working towards getting under contract and closing deals in the second quarter and gaining that momentum. The work you do today is stuff that's 90 to 180 days out.
Yeah.
And I just had to kind of reset my mind towards, hey, things happen.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Learn from it. Learn how to handle it. What are you going to do differently? But clients need you. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I just finally had to get back at it of focusing on, I've got to do day-to-day lead generation. I got to do follow-ups. I got to stay in contact with clients. I got to make sure I am there and I'm being that resource and providing them value. And good things came from it.
And like that translates into so many different things. Like you think about like working out. You don't just go to the gym for a week and then all of a sudden like you're reaping the benefits of it.
I would like to, though. So
if we could all just go to the gym one time, it'd be so nice. But you know what I mean? It's like you go and you got to go for like a couple months.
Yeah.
And then you really start feeling the difference and the momentum and,
That's real estate 101.
It is. And like, same with eating healthy. Like, it's like, that's a little different. You can start to kind of feel better, but like, it takes time. Like, and I think that's kind of something like when you have goals and things, like you have to be willing to show up every day knowing that you're not going to get the result that you're working toward today, but you know that every day adds up to reach that goal eventually.
Yep.
And I just think, I don't know, we live in such a world where everything's so instant.
Yeah.
I mean, we want that, just give it to me. How fast can I get it? Like fast food. It's like, man, I don't have time let's just go, how quickly can we access information now? The faster, the better. Now we have, AI, which is just like doing it for us, like telling us how to do things. And we don't even have to think about how to write things or, whatever. and yet, like, I don't know if we'll ever move out of like showing up day in and day out and putting in the effort, even when you're not seeing the results yet.
Yep.
That's really difficult. I think that's why a lot of people, like, they don't eat healthy, don't work out. They aren't entrepreneurs. They don't have their own businesses, like even Scott, like the time he's put in for the podcast, like showing up and like, he's slowly starting to see that, but like a lot of time, a lot of money, like all his equipment, like just everything. It's like, it's the goal. It's the dream. I know the time that I'm putting in now is going to be worth it, even though right now it feels like a grind and doesn't feel worth it, but it is. And it's like that commitment to just keep going.
Yep.
Man, it's wild. It really is. But it's been cool to see that kind of shift as we're like, okay, not only are we working on the deals that you really connected with those people in the quarter prior, now we're connecting with new people this quarter while helping the people from the past quarter close things out. And now we're helping, we're getting those people ready for the next quarter, right? And it just is dominoes. I mean, it's just, yeah. But if you lose that, I mean, we've talked about it before, the lead generating, like, and I hate saying that, but that's what agents terminology is. I mean, if you want to fluff it, it's really more like it's you just building connections with people. Because you believe that the service you provide really is different.
Yeah.
And just the quality of person you are is different than a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you can help them. It's not like you think you can. It's like, no, I know I can. You know, and we're gonna do this, you know.
Yep.
But anyway, I think where are you seeing like we're, well, actually, as we're filming this, it's the first day of July. So like, where are you feeling, this summer kind of going towards our third quarter and then, heading into fall. So like, yeah, what are you envisioning now? Just for clients, really, like the market and like what people are experiencing and what they might be able to expect. I know you don't have a crystal ball.
I think it kind of supports the direction I was headed earlier with, higher interest rates, people kind of holding on to their money, depending on what direction the economy is headed right now, a lot of things going on in the world. But also, here's something that has not changed.
Yeah.
Sellers still feel their home is worth, generally speaking, more than what its market value is. And there's a big gap from the number that they have in their mind to what buyers are willing to pay.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to use an example.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of $600,000 homes on the market that are probably needing to be priced at $500,000.
Yeah.
There's a lot of $700,000-$800,000 homes on the market that need to be priced near $650,000 to $700,000.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of, all right, how about an overpriced $400,000 home? Well, that's probably maybe a home that's $350,000, $370,000.
Mm-hmm.
So proportionately, it's those homes that are above $500,000 are a lot more of a stretch, because we had a home rollout on the market 2 weeks ago, a little over $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
The sellers seen all the other homes coming on the market in their area going, oh my God, they got a bigger backyard. Oh my gosh, they have a nicer landscape backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, like they have more parking. Oh geez, they have a nicer patio and covered set, and they're cheaper than us.
Yeah.
Yes. And here's the thing. As there's 500,000 more homes on the market than buyers, here's what every seller needs to understand. And on the flip side, every buyer needs to understand. Buyers have more to choose from now. So if you want to be a seller that's hanging up here above market value, and I know your agent gave you comps at $650,000, but you want to be at $700,000, you just want to see, days on market are killing you. And all those buyers have options to choose all those other listings. And then they want to see what other bells and whistles can they get for that $700,000, or can they get more for less?
Yeah.
There's more to choose from.
Yeah.
They can be selective.
Mm-hmm.
Sellers have to give up more in concessions right now.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be willing to work with other agents in regards to buyer agent commission. It's higher odds in general to get your listing sold at a better price.
Right.
If they're trying to save money on not paying a buyer's agent, statistically, those listings sit longer and sell for less.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why buyer's agents get paid to do what they do, because they're justifying and they're bringing ready, able buyers that are pre-approved, ready to go to that listing, to the seller, to be able to make that deal and get the deal to the finish line.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you have representation. There's a lot of people that say, well, I'm just going to do for sale by owner, or I don't want representation, or whatever it may be.
I'm going to save money, which we understand.
Yeah, you can save money.
Mm-hmm.
It may seem like you're saving money.
Yeah.
But what we're finding is, and stats support it, there's a lot of people not saving money.
Yeah.
Sometimes those deals are ending up in the courtroom, which costs everybody time and money.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go through that. And the comments we hear are, well, we didn't know we needed that, or we didn't, because you didn't have representation.
Well, you're not an agent.
Like, we get to deal with this stuff every day.
Right.
And I understand it's not rocket science.
No.
But
there's a lot of steps, and there's a lot of legal stuff that's involved.
There's a lot of legal stuff, and there's a lot of risk.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of compliance, and there's a lot of things that I sure wish I knew before I got into the industry of all the things I didn't know that became real apparent really quick.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I never knew that. Or I never, you know, sometimes agents are doing things for their clients that they don't realize they're doing on the back end of stuff that's keeping them compliant.
Well, and like, imagine like, it's extremely risky for an agent who's licensed to do real estate business. Right? It's not, if somebody takes you to court, it's just win. Right? But like, imagine being just a person who's not licensed, has never really done a lot of that and tries to do that. Like, that's terrifying.
But your focus is, I'm going to save some money over here.
Yeah.
But you're not somebody in your ear going, do you realize the risk you're taking on by not having representation to buy that house?
Yeah.
Or to have representation to sell your home and to make sure that that agent's looking out for you. So when a buyer comes and makes you an offer, you're dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Like there's a reason for it. I'm not saying that you can't do it. There's for sale by owners that are successful.
Yeah.
But go look up the stats on it.
Yeah. Especially too, like, man, you get an agent who represents a buyer and they know that you don't know what you're doing and they work you because they don't have high integrity. Like, no, that I've heard of that happening before. And that's really unfortunate.
Yep. And it gives the industry a bad name.
It does.
And it's
super unfortunate because, but and they'll take advantage of for sale by owners, right? Because they know the game.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it shouldn't be looked at as a game, but it's all about negotiations. And when you have somebody who does this for a living against somebody who doesn't, like, you're probably going to lose out and you're not even going to realize it.
And well, think of like, when they talk about, your professionals in the industry, when you go to the doctor's office, you spend 2 minutes with your doctor, but you spend 10 minutes with his right-hand assistant, nurse, and helping them with everything and getting all the information.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing where there's times that I'm with clients and I only get so much time to be in front of clients and be able to build those relationships and follow through on the agreements we make and what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But I can't do what I do as an agent if I don't have right hands and support behind me.
True. Like even agents need support.
Yep. Like Sarah or Belle or Rachel or whoever, like all that can't happen without it. So it's the same way as when you go to, you go to court, are you going to waive the attorney? Or are you going to at least get a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah.
Or have representation because this is what they deal with every day.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
And are there discount brokers and agents like a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there attorneys that cost a lot more? Aren't they doing the same job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
The way they do that job is different.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say that we're not your discount, cheapest broker agent out there, but we're going to tell you the things that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You're hiring us as professionals to be able to do that and educate us. Yeah. Like right now, we have a client that we found out after dealing with the county, they don't even have a legal lot to sell their home.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some issues to work through.
Mm-hmm.
It's all going to get worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine selling this home and finding out at the closing table, by the way, you're not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
It's heart-wrenching on a client.
Or you already have a buyer.
The buyers, all of
yeah. Wouldn't that come up on a preliminary report?
Yeah, but I mean, you're in the process. You're under contract. Like emotions are running high.
You don't get a preliminary report until after you're under contract.
Yeah, anyway. Typically speaking, unless there's like red flags that would warrant one ahead of time.
But you came in and you were doing your research on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And it's like, oh boy, like we got issues here, but we're gonna be able to work through them.
Right.
But it's going to take some time.
Yeah, imagine being a for sale by owner and just being like, oh yeah, we'll just do this, just work up the paperwork and then going to close. And that'd be not being good. Yep. So there's all kinds of things. You think everything's fine and sometimes it's not. But I know there are people that they have done it. They've sold their homes themselves and they've had, it worked out great. Like I know somebody actually who did that. It was a friend of his. They just had somebody do paperwork for him and he said it worked out great. He didn't even get a home inspection. And I was like, but that's just from our side of things. I'm like, because we've just seen so many.
Yep.
It's like, gosh, the homes that I'm like, oh yeah, that one will be fine. And then you get a home inspection, it's like, what?
Yep.
Like, it's shocking. So, I mean, I know. It's just, you pay for the experience, you pay for the knowledge, you pay for the skills.
Yeah.
And that's bottom line.
Yep.
If you want to take on the risk, more power to you. But
yep.
You get what you pay for.
But I guess in a long-winded way to get back to what's the third quarter look like? Mid-year market. After coming off 20 deals sold so far, and 20 of those are in the last 14 weeks.
Yep.
I would be lying if I said it's not scary to think about the slowdown in the market in general.
Yeah.
With the amount of uptick in homes available.
Yeah.
And the buyer pool not growing as quickly as the selling pool.
Right.
So the market has shifted into a buyer's market.
Mm-hmm.
And those that say it's not.
Or it's shifting.
It's constantly shifting.
Yeah.
But usually when you got a balanced market, it's balanced in a sense.
Yeah.
This is shifting to a buyer's market.
Because there's so many
quickly,
reductions. Yeah.
And the price reductions have to happen. And it's not your agent. I don't care who the agent is.
Yeah.
It's not just your agent saying, drop your price, drop your price. No. It's because the comps and the data showing nobody sees the value that you're asking in the home based on the timelines that you're putting out there.
Mm-hmm.
And your competition is selling for less and they're offering more for less. You either have to compete or you're going to get left in the dust with days on market.
Yeah.
And then in 6 months, you're going to be pissed at your agent and say, what do we need to do?
Yeah.
Well, like I've been saying, we need to adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
We need to make sure marketing's good to go, make sure the exposure, people are seeing it, whether we're doing open houses, whether it's social media. You've got to do different things.
Yeah.
But there's different ways besides just dropping the price. But more often than not, when a home is sitting and it's days on the market, it's price based on its value.
Yeah.
And when they got stuff to choose from, you got 2 cars on the car lot, you're going to choose the one for less if it's tomato.
Yep.
Like, why would you not?
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing with homes.
Yeah.
So as a seller, adjust accordingly and adjust your price every couple weeks. If based on the market, based on the showings. If you're not getting activity, you need to adjust. If you think that 2 showings every 2 weeks is fine, well, don't be mad in 6 months when your listing expires.
Yeah. Yeah.
The market, when you have a deal go up on the market, let's just say, for example, you have a $500,000 home. That's what market value is. And it goes on the market at $450,000. The market goes wild over that next 3 to 5 days. The showings, the people that come through the open house, the offers, the phone calls, the negotiations on those run crazy wild.
But would you say that there's other factors in that, like location, kind of style of the home?
Totally.
Is it in a more desirable area? Totally. Kind of that can also help if you kind of lower the price a little bit for market value. It can drive it up.
Totally. So, but if you just said, hey, everybody's in agreement, this is a $500,000 home where this resides.
Yeah.
And you list it at $450,000. People come out of the woodworks and you see so much activity on that.
Like, oh, that's a good deal.
And that price could drive up to $475,000 to $500,000. And it's under contract within a week.
Yeah.
And you get tons of exposure, you get backup offers,
and
you create that sense of urgency.
Yeah.
And if you say
you're almost moving more into that right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you say, all right, it's worth $500,000, but let's try 6. I remember back in 2022, somebody told me it was worth $600,000. It was my uncle's buddy, and he's a realtor, so he knows. 3 years ago, in the peak of the market, when stuff was so inflated, we got to remember during those times, the market is still going in a good direction in a sense on the average, but it's not going to the extent of what it was.
Yeah.
And you have to shift. And I've been in the industry 2.5 years. Yeah. It's constantly shifting the whole time. So you have to adjust to it.
Yeah. It's fluid. It's not like it's just stuck and then it makes like a quick adjust. It's like, nope, it's moving constantly. Yeah.
Exactly. So I would say with speaking with lenders, title and escrow officers, the next 3 months, there's less stuff under contract.
Yeah.
People are feeling that people are holding back right now and more stuff coming to market, not selling.
Yeah.
So that's a sign. Like we need to be proactive to that and get ahead of it and not wait.
Yeah.
Because it's happening in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to go talk to a lender or you don't know who to talk to, or you need to talk to somebody who knows what's going on with the market and you want advice or future plans or whatever. Yep. We've got connections. We've got people who we can connect you with. And like, we're just here to connect people, honestly, and provide value and education. Like, whether it leads to a deal or not, like, truly, it's just, there's just so much that, misinformation out there. And go like, subscribe, follow our channel. We want to do more. If y'all have people too that like you would like us to interview, I would love you to drop that in a DM or something to me. We want to have people that you guys know or value, who have good information, and bring them on the podcast too. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Or if you want to be on the podcast, go ahead. Don't be shy. Unless you're scared of Billy, I understand.
Oh, come on.
All right. Thank y'all for watching.
Take care.